This is Hope Channel Zambia, media that changes lives. Thank you so much for joining us on our news bulletin. My name is Mwene Muyanga and George Kalimukwa is our sign language caster. Here are stories making headlines. Lusaka records surge in business levy applications for 2025. Government explains water supply challenges following heavy rains. ECZ reassures public as Chawama by-elections run smoothly. ZCLU urges ECZ to use technology in delimitation exercise. Much more stories are coming up shortly. Don't go away.
Welcome to Brave Gardens, the perfect venue for unforgettable moments.
Whether it's a kitchen party, a dreamy outdoor wedding, a vibrant birthday celebration, or a fun-filled family day, Brave's Garden is the place to be.
Brave Garden offers a beautiful outdoor space with a swimming pool, kids play park, and a peaceful environment for any events.
We've got more than just space. Enjoy mouth-watering meals at our restaurant and bring the kids for school trips that blend fun and learning. Spacious, scenic outdoor setting, sparkling swimming pool, fun-filled kids play park, friendly staff and flexible packages.
At Brave Gardens, quality doesn't break the bank. We offer flexible packages at affordable rates to make your day special and stress-free.
Nested in a serene and secure environment, Brave's Garden offers the perfect backdrop for memories that last a lifetime.
Why wait? Come spend your day at Brave Gardens.
Situated just 24 kilometers from Lusaka CBD off Kafue Road. Call or WhatsApp us now to book your date or schedule a visit on 0977 321 919 or 0966 758 693 or 0773 198 960. Brave's Garden. Let us help you host your special day the brave way.
And here are the details. The Lusaka City Council, LCC, has reported a notable increase in business levy applications, totaling 51,333 received in 2025, alongside 24,089 renewal applications for 2026. Lusaka City Council Public Relations Manager Chola Mwamba says this surge reflects the city's active business landscape and the council's commitment to a supportive business environment. Ms. Mwamba says the business permits remains compulsory requirement for all business entities in the city to ensure orderly and safe operations, thereby benefiting public welfare. LCC reiterated its dedication to fostering economic growth while ensuring compliance with laws and regulations among business owners.
The Lusaka City Council wishes to inform members of the public that it has recorded a significant increase in business levy applications, with a total of 51,333 applications received between 1st January and 31st December 2025. This underscores the city's thriving business environment and the council's efforts in providing a conducive business environment. Additionally, the council received 24,089 renewal applications for business levies for 2026, highlighting the commitment of business owners to comply with the regulations. The council emphasizes that business permits are a mandatory requirement for any business entity operating within the city. This measure is in place to ensure that all businesses operate in an orderly and safe manner, ultimately contributing to the well-being of the public.
Mwansabombwe district in Wapula province is poised to enhance its trading facilities with the construction of a modern market financed by the Zambia Devolution Support Program, ZDSP, and the World Bank at a cost of over 2 million kwacha. Mwansabombwe Town Council Secretary Felix Mwila confirmed efficient progress Under strict local supervision, he emphasized adherence to building standards. He said the project aligns with the government efforts to promote decentralization, aiming to foster local economic development and improve trading environment and service delivery. Local traders have expressed optimism that the new market will significantly improve their working conditions and boost their businesses. Here's a report. At the cost of slightly over 2 million kwacha is a market taking shape in Mwansabombwe district under the Zambia Devolution Support Program. The completion of this market will improve trading conditions in the district. Mwansabombwe Town Council Secretary Felix Mwila confirmed the progress.
The construction has reached an advanced stage. The contract period 18 weeks. We are in week 14. So what is remaining are the final touches of block work. Then the next stage will be roofing. After roofing, then we move to plastering, both interior and exterior.
One of the marketeers, Elizabeth Chama, says the market will provide a decent trading area.
Nomba hapa tuletootera n'abatupangira maketi isuma kabiri ifulu yalalenga bonse tukwate nchende ya kushtisha tapena ngumuntu nangumo uwakulata ntikapanshira ngulo kutantika pa
twatotera tupenda chikuru wechikala mbangechi nomba tashokala mbasana sana.
The construction of this market is aimed at significantly improving the livelihood of traders and contributing to economic growth. Mwene Muyanga reporting for Hope News, Mwansabombwe District, Luapula Province. Government has attributed the current water supply interruptions being experienced in some parts of Lusaka and Kafue districts to power supply disruptions caused by recent heavy rains. According to the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation, the extreme weather conditions affected electricity infrastructure, resulting in interruptions to the operations of key water supply facilities. The power disruptions impacted the Ayolanda and Kaseba water treatment plants in Kafue, leading to reduced water productions and subsequent shortages in areas connected to the Kafue water supply system. Despite the plants being technically ready for the operation, government has, however, assured the public that engineers from the Lusaka Water and Supply Sanitation Company and ZESCO Limited have been working jointly to address the situation. As of this morning, power supply to both the Ayonda and Kaseba water treatment plants has been fully restored and water production has since resumed. The ministry says engineers will continue monitoring the systems to ensure stable operations and a gradual improvement in water supply as normal service is restored. Meanwhile, as a precautionary public health measure, Lusaka Water and Sanitation Company will prioritize available water supplies to critical institutions such as hospitals and essential public service facilities. As a result, water supply to residential areas will be rationed during this period to ensure sustainability. Government has reiterated its commitment to ensuring access to clean and safe water, adding that it remains in close coordination with ZESCO and other stakeholders to stabilize power supply to affected water facilities. Members of the public have been urged to use water responsibly and to rely on official communication channels for accurate and timely updates. Minister of Labour and Social Security, Brenda Tambatamba, says government is committed to improving social security coverage, particularly for informal economy workers who constitute the majority of Zambia's labour force. She was speaking during the tripartite Consultative Labour Council meeting in Lusaka. The council is discussing proposed reforms to modernize the pension system, improve benefit adequacy, and enhance governance. The meeting is also considering Zambia's ratification of the International Labour Organization Convention 102 on Social Security, which establishes internationally recognized minimum standards for coverage, benefits, and entitlements. Honorable Tambatamba urged stakeholders to engage constructively with a shared sense of national responsibility to strengthen labour and social security. The minister emphasized the need for robust institutions and competent human resource management to drive Zambia's labor market and social security reforms.
Today is profound, touching the very core of dignity in life and work. The agenda before this council today is a strategic is of strategic national importance as it focuses on the proposed reforms to Zambia's pension and social security architecture. Yes, Excellency, competency. The council will consider the pieces of law that established the National Pension Scheme Authority NAPSA, the Public Service Pensions Fund PSPF, the Local Authority Superannuation Fund LASEF, and the Pensions and Insurance Authority PIA. Specifically, the Council will be considering the following bills: the National Pension Scheme Bill, the Public Service Pensions Fund Bill, the Local Authority Superannuation Fund Bill, and the Pension Scheme Regulation Bill. These proposed bills are intended to modernize and strengthen the pension system by improving benefit adequacy, equity, financial sustainability, and governance and regulatory oversight.
Just now we take a break. We'll be right back with more stories.
Did you know that you've got the right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road,
PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589, or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm.
IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting.
Every move of God begins in prayer. This January, God is inviting His people back to know Jesus as our living Savior. Join us on the 10 days of prayer from the 7th to the 17th of January 2026. Only on Hope Channel Zambia, media that changes lives.
Thank you for still staying with us, and now for the rest of the news. The Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, says the Chawama parliamentary by-election is proceeding peacefully, dispelling earlier fears of violence. ECZ chairperson Mwangala Zalumis, speaking after visiting polling stations across Chawama, said the voting process has been calm and orderly. She attributed the smooth conduct to effective voter education campaigns and the visible presence of law enforcement officers. Chairperson Zalumis also addressed circulating claims of alleged voting incidents the previous night, questioning the reliability of the reports and stressing that ECZ procedures do not allow such activities. In addition, she expressed concern over the conduct of some voter observers, noting that a number appeared unfamiliar with the candidates or organizations they claimed to represent. She emphasized that the observer professionalism is essential to safeguard the integrity of the electoral process. Ms. Zalumis reaffirmed the Commission's commitment to a transparent and credible election and called on all stakeholders to adhere strictly to the Electoral Code of Conduct.
This particular one, I think people expected it to be violent, isn't it? That was the expectation. Generally, they thought, oh, the election in Chawama, But fortunately, I think through the intervention of the voter education department, our voter education department, they've been doing a good job to sensitize the issues, why people have to vote. And also that, when you have a difference of opinion, doesn't mean that you are enemies. You could belong to different political parties, but still be together. So we hope that going forward, even the next election, there will not be violence. And so far, the reports that we have had, even from them, that the election is peaceful. So they haven't had any incidents of somebody being stopped. We came across one or two, not that they were stopped, but they were newly registered and they wanted to vote in this election. And of course they can't vote because they're not on the register. They check their names against the registers. Their names don't appear there, but it doesn't mean that they can't vote. They'll be voting in August. Once our register is certified, once they've validated themselves, then they appear on the register. So those will be allowed, they will have the opportunity to vote. Now, this is the challenge we get, that you get polling agents who don't even know their candidates. They don't even know who they are representing. So we urge the political parties to school their candidates so that they know why they are there. I'm sure you heard me talk to say, look, you are here to represent your candidates. Can you do it with conviction? Can you do it with knowledge? Because some of them don't even know the organizations they are representing. Some of them don't even know the political parties they are representing. They give you a card to say, this is the one. Say, can you say what it is? They don't know. So this is the challenge we get in the electoral process, that there's a lot of not knowing, what they're there for. And this is really up to the candidates, the political parties, to ensure that the people they select to be polling agents, they know their role as polling agents. Otherwise, we get reports that are untrue, because one, they're not paying attention to the work, why they're there, and secondly, they don't even know the names. So you wonder, how were they chosen? I'm appealing to you as media, that when you see stories that are unattainable, when you see stories that cannot happen, and somebody goes to post to say the Electoral Commission was busy voting the whole night. I mean, was that person voting with us the whole night? And I've asked all the polling agents, they said, no, that's not true, because people are voting now. But those are the stories that ought to be dispelled. And it doesn't do any harm for you people even to say, no, this is not true. We're here, we've seen what's happening. I mean, how can anybody follow a media like that? Whether it's a TV or what, social media, how do you follow people like that? And we are all commenting, or we like it, or you don't like it.
Well, the Zambia Civil Liberties Union, ZCLU, has called on the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, to adopt modern technologies in the upcoming delimitation exercise, saying this will improve efficiency and transparency. The organization, through its acting executive director, Derek Chewe, welcomed ECZ's assurance that the process will be conducted transparently and inclusively, with the involvement of key stakeholders, including the Surveyor General, political parties, and civil society organizations. Mr. Chewe urged political actors to approach the delimitation process constructively, stressing that participation should focus on fairness and equity rather than political posturing, particularly in constituencies that will be contested in the August 2026 elections. He further emphasized the need to move beyond polarized debates surrounding Bill 7 and called for independent stakeholders to be involved in drafting the amended Electoral Process Act and the new Electoral Systems Act in line with Article 49 of the Constitution. The ZCLU official highlighted the importance of public understanding and acceptance of the electoral system, insisting that the process must be transparent, inclusive, and aligned with citizens' expectations. Mr. Chewe maintained that reshaping Zambia's democratic framework is a collective responsibility that cannot be executed by the ECZ and government alone, and reaffirmed the organization's call for broad-based engagement from political parties and civil society to ensure legitimacy and public trust in all electoral forms. And finally, in our bulletin today, electorates in Kasama District, Northern Province, have been urged to weigh government's track record of pro-people policies as they prepare for the upcoming mayoral by-elections. Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Chipoka Mlenga, speaking in Lukasha constituency, encouraged residents to consider the tangible achievements of the current administration when choosing the right candidate. Mr. Mlenga warned voters against being swayed by individuals who do not prioritize the district's development. He stressed that meaningful progress can only be realized when leaders genuinely care for the welfare of their citizens. The minister highlighted several government initiatives, including the free education policy, which has eased the financial burden of schooling on parents, and the school feeding program designed to support children's learning and well-being. He expressed confidence that even greater milestones will be achieved as more vision-aligned leaders assume positions in both local and central government. The minister urged the people of Kasama to vote for leadership that demonstrates a proven commitment to self and community development.
Walesanga kulea kusukulu kulesa mbilila bambia banandi batutanje kaliye kumna ndeta muri bambia banandi bali perele sukulu tabakwishishe tembula nduwa kwe batiko bo baliyo nindala mabishaku kwe basakwe mayonga bana ndio kwa mwasabi leko bali sema mbele kwa papi tabatu letu tangu kitale ngiro kukula apoma wena tata ileka injele shawa beswele sambilila ukachanga basanka bakanabe lero barabale niba wesu batutuma kusukulu batutambya pandu tulipi ebu wenugo bena babula abana babo pandu bakankala babatwala ku masukulu asa ifo kwe baranda bana tutambya abana bakana kwata de lero chaka ingia sira vya ndefa muchumfishi abulo mwana wa mulanda no wana wa mukankala abalinganya amashindano yose balemba yamo yene chena chibipa chote busuma mwana wa mulanda na mwana wa mukankala na bika bana kusukulu bose ne baktu baba kansela bose mtu baba MP mtu baba meya chaka ingena bipapo chena patule chalo alinganya mwana wa mulanda na mwana wa mukankala lero chashira ichashalira ifwe ukutwala abana kusukulu ukubeba bayikatisha pantoka inde ali mwana wa mulanda afielwe munganda ya chani lelo ikatisha kwisukulu ile bakaunde bale mpere ya free lelo ni president na mwana muine akaingerala ndoko timu Afrika teka labeni muiwele numa fira mwachira imba kuli bale batupokera masukulu bara tulipirisha muiwele numa kuli bale bale kano kulalisha abana muri hapa kwa biashara.
Well, that story closes our bulletin. Thank you so much for staying with us. Here are the headlines before we go. Lusaka records surge in business levy applications for 2025. Government explains water supply challenges following heavy rains. ECZ reassures public as Chawama by-elections run smoothly. And ZCLU urges ECZ to use technology in delimitation exercise. On behalf of the entire production team and crew, my name is Mwini Muyanga, and George Kalimukwa is our sign language caster. Don't forget to join us in the 10 days of prayer at 19:30. Stay tuned.